Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Sunshine's Paradise. This is Sunshine and you're welcome back. So, today is another interesting episode. We're going to be talking about something we're all quite familiar with, something I feel if you're in Nigeria, in fact, any part of the world, you probably have this experience. So, yeah, I feel it's something we can all relate to, and it'd be nice if we can comment in the comment section. So today we're going to be talking about myth. Yes, myth. Common myth we know from growing up from childhood and all that. But before then, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, especially if you're new here, and like my videos, guys. Share it with your friends. I keep begging, please share with your friends. And most importantly, guys, comment in the comment section, especially today's episode. Like, I need you people's opinion. Like, I want to know what you guys also feel about some of the myths you grew up with, probably told by your parents, relative, and all whatnot. So yeah, let's get right into it. Okay, so I actually listed them out so that way I don't say too many. So yeah. Okay, so the first myth I'll be talking about is this one is dear to my heart because I've fallen victim of it severally. So this one says placing your tooth with 7 stones and throwing it on the rooftop before another one can grow. Yeah, I actually believed it. It was my dad that told us that once your tooth removes, you have to pick 7 stones from the floor, then throw it with the tooth on the rooftop, and that is the only time that your tooth will grow again, guys. I remember this very particular instance. Like, I was faithful with that thing, oh, like no jokes. Every single time my tooth removed, I always made sure I did what my dad asked me to do. And there was this particular time, I think maybe I forgot or something. Maybe I think I left my tooth on the window because like I didn't want to forget, so I kept it on the window. So maybe the next morning I went to the window side and I didn't see it again. I cried. Yes, I cried though. I cried, thinking I was really worried that hey, this one that I didn't see my tooth, how will I be able to throw it with the 10 stones so that another one will grow? Very foolish me. Well, I was young and naive, so what do you expect? And my father that told me the myth. I don't know. But I believed it wholeheartedly. So yeah, that was one of the myths. In fact, most of the myths we grew up with, especially in my house, like most of it was told by my dad. I don't know why. I feel most times it's supposed to be the mothers that do these things. But in our case, it's our father that is always particular about it. Then the next one, the second one, it says taking pounded yam while you're pounding it will make you go deaf. Guys, we actually believe this one too. Okay, so a little background story. While growing up, it was my father that taught us how to pound yam. Yeah, daddy's girl, papa like that. So eventually when we now started pounding yam on our own, especially my sister, my immediate sister and I, anytime we pound yam now, like it's normal, like when you pound the little now, like the ones that maybe you're about removing, you just remove it and throw it inside your mouth. So my dad was like, what are you doing? You're not supposed to do that. Blah blah blah. And when you take pounded yam without stew, especially when you're still pounding and you just take it like that you go left and not be able to hear. And it was like anytime he says these things, he always give a serious face. So it's hard to tell. It's hard, like it's really hard for us to know that these things were not just true. They were just myth. But yeah, he said it, we believed it, and anytime I wanted to pound jam, we'll make sure, don't take it, don't take it. But eventually, we knew that it was just whining us. So yeah. Then the third one, excuse me, guys. The third one says, um, this one is funny. It says, witches pound empty mortar. Like, if you're pounding an empty mortar, then you're probably a witch. Okay, it was not my dad that told us this one. It was my aunt. Yeah, it was one of my aunts that she was living with us. She was living with us at the time. So yeah, she was telling. I can't remember that day. Okay, I think we were about pounding yam. So because most of the time, okay, then we were still we didn't know how to pound yam yet. So we just hold the mortar. Anytime she would hold the mortar like this, anytime she wants to pound. So I think while we we're waiting for her to put the yam inside, so I think maybe I guess maybe it was me or my middle sister. We took the mortar and started pounding empty mortar like we were rehearsing. She was like, "What are we doing? Like it's only witches that pound empty mortar." Like I got really scared. I'm like, so we believed it. Like it's only witches that pound empty mortar, guys. Like thinking about it now, like I can only but laugh. But then we didn't take these things with a pinch of salt. Like we took it like it was really serious, do or die. The next one, number 4. This one says, when you stay beside the wall while there is thunder striking, that's the thunder will fire you and you'll probably die. So yeah, anytime thunder is rumbling, we make sure like even sometimes I feel even now that I'm grown, like I'm conscious of that thing. Anytime thunder is striking, like I check myself, am I beside the wall? So that thunder will not fire me. Like legit. I don't know why. But it was what we grew up with. It was the myth we were told and we believed it. So yeah. Anytime thunder is striking, I make sure I am not like backing a wall. In fact, if I'm backing a wall at the time, I quickly move away from the wall and move to another side so that thunder will not strike me. Seriously. Okay. Number 5. This one says the devil the devil is eating any food that falls on the floor. So I feel this one is quite general. A lot of us know it like it's Yoruba. In fact, it's in Yoruba. Èṣù ti jẹ oúnjẹ tó bá ti dà sílẹ̀ lẹ̀. So yeah, any food that drops on the floor. In fact, not just food, snacks, anything that drops on the floor, the devil has taken out of it. So you can't take out. In fact, if you take out of it, you are partaking with the devil. So anytime anything drops on the floor, don't take it, don't take it, don't take it. It will grow up. Oh, I say it will grow. The devil has taken it, and we don't want to be children of the devil, so we don't want to take it. So yeah. So yeah, that's all about number 5. And number 6, Ojuju Calabar exists. Guys, Ojuju Calabar is actually a thing. That was what I felt at the time while growing up. Like, especially when it's late at night and everywhere is getting dark and I'm in a room and I'm all by myself and there's power outage. The next thing that comes to my mind is Ojuju Calabar will come and carry me. And my mom uses this actually. She uses this to scare us. Go to your room, Ojuju Calabar, so that we'll sleep early and not just be walking about when it's late at night. So yeah, Ojuju Calabar actually exists. Really. Very funny, right? Then the 7th one, this one is, I think we are familiar with this one too. This one, that when, okay, it says that when you take an orange seed and you mistakenly swallow it, in fact, it doesn't have to mistakenly be intentionally or mistakenly swallow an orange seed, it is going to grow on your head. Guys, I believe this, and I think I have cried for this one too. I can't remember that day in school. I mistakenly swallowed an orange seed. I was in primary school at the time. I cried though. Serious crying that I'm in trouble. Orange will start growing on my head. Because that was what we grew up with, that once you swallow orange seed, like that's the end. Orange will start growing on your head. So I was scared. So orange will start coming out from my head. Little foolish, naive me. So yeah, I believe that. Then the last one, which is number 8. This one says, when a baby falls down while you're trying to back her, that's there are actually different theories to this. I've had different versions, but the one I was told at the time by my mom, that okay, yeah, then we just had my mom just had my last sister then. That's my sixth sister. And she said, okay, then like we're doing big sister now, so we take turns in parking, and she was still a baby at the time, and we should make sure we don't allow her to fall down. If not, the and maybe, well, I can't remember that. Like I said, there are different theories to it. There was one time she mentioned that maybe the person that falls the baby down is going to marry seven husband, or is going to different things, or is probably going to die. I've had different, but this one is very common with Yoruba, and even till now I still can't tell if it is true or not. Some people say it's true, some people say it's not. Sometimes some of these things are culturally acclaimed, and to an extent, because of our deep cultural inclination, some of these things actually do happen, because I've heard of stories of maybe people that, or stories I hear that people say that maybe something like that happened, and the woman couldn't get married again. She died, or she got married to like seven different men eventually. So these things actually get scary sometimes, especially when it happens. And why am I driving with all this myth and myth and myth? I don't just want to stop the story there. Let's go on with something, guys. If you're still watching, thank you very much. I love you. Please make sure you see this video to the very end. You're getting to the very interesting part right now. Let's take something home. So, if as kids or as growing children we believed some of these myths, and they did eventually happen because of our beliefs, then it means our belief is actually very strong. Whatever we think in our heart is actually very strong. Like the Bible says that as a man thinketh in his heart, so he is. And that is how it is for us as human beings generally. When we tend to believe something for a very long time, or it doesn't have to be so long, once we believe something can happen, or it will happen, it eventually happens. We're a product of things we believe in. So it's always good for us to fill ourselves with positive thoughts and take away negativity. It can be hard sometimes, because you see negative stuffs around, like negative stuffs happen around you all the time. But when we try to flush away the negativity and think positively, like, oh, okay, yeah, it could go this way, or yeah, I feel it should go this way, and this is what I want it to be like, and it eventually comes out that way. So let's renew our thoughts, let's renew the product of our mind. Let's never give room for negativity, pessimism, because I will not lie, I've been a victim of, or I fought with pessimism for a very long time. Like I just always had this feeling that like I had the worst thought about things. I don't know. I just felt I always had the worst thoughts when it comes to issues happening around me. So yeah, it's good for us to wash our thoughts with hypo, especially those ones that are like really dirty and filled with so much toxic particles in it. So yeah, let's watch what we think, so that way this myth doesn't become a reality. Because as crazy as some of these things are, except for the one of orange growing on your head, anyways, um they can actually happen, because whatever you think in your heart begins to shaping the way you live, and it eventually dictates and guides your actions. In fact, subconsciously you might feel, oh no, now I just thought about it, but indirectly you are beginning to do these things because they have sunk deep in your thoughts. So yeah, let's just watch what we think about. Let's take away negativity. Corona is coming to an end. So yeah, let's just be positive with issues of our lives. Be it a business idea, oh, it could go wrong. Don't think about the many things that could go wrong. Just think about the things that could go right, and eventually it will go right, because a positive mindset is what keeps you moving and eventually makes you great. So yeah, thank you very much for seeing this video till the very end. Don't forget to subscribe, share with your friends, leave a comment in the comment section, and please like the video as well. So yeah, thank you for seeing this video. See you in the very next video.